Welcome in Moneyline Global Sports Talk. We're here again, back with another episode, working hard for the people out there. What's up, Jack, man?
Yeah, man, another episode, another day.
Another day, another dollar. Let's just get straight to it, man. We got breaking news as usual. So it's been a hot topic on this show here and pretty much everywhere around the sports world. Davante Adams is officially a Jet. He's over there with Rodgers, his best buddy. So we're going to see how he plays. He's officially listed on the roster and he's available Sunday. What you think? You think they get the dub over there in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I'm excited about it. Devontae back with Aaron. They had a lot of magic over there in Green Bay, and it was sad when they had to split the team up, and now they're back together again. So I look at those two to go out there and pick up where they left off, go out and get a W against the Steelers. I know they're switching quarterbacks to Russell Wilson this weekend. We'll see what happens. Russell, he's better at passing the ball. Justin Fields, he's better at running the ball. So they got one quarterback for each over there. If it was up to me, I'd have a package for Justin to go and spell him a little bit. But we'll see. They have a great coach. We'll see what happens. But if it was me, I would go with the Jets get this win. I mean, they got to, right. They've been losing a little bit late, back-to-back L's actually, right. So they need to go get this win. And what better way to do that while bringing Davante Adams in? Now, if they lose this game, there'll be excuses, right? Oh, they had their first time together, not enough practice. But if they lose this game, there's no more excuses after that. So I'm looking at them to go over there and get this win. Steelers will have the excuse of switching quarterbacks and just trying to look at things differently. But the talking heads will have a field day with that no matter what the result is because of this game.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. They have to win this game. I looked at their schedule. There's some cupcakes on the schedule, but they need this win, this early victory, get the team going. They're going to surround Rodgers and hype him up this week. We know everybody's going, oh, Rodgers. So you're right. They have to win this game. And also the Steelers can afford to lose this game. I believe they're overachieving, and they're going to have an excuse as well if they lose, if Russell Wilson start. Oh, he wasn't ready. So it's both sides. It's like a flip of the coin game, but I give the edge to the Jets. Just the simple fact that they already had the coaching change. They already got through that. So adding Davante is only going to help them. It's not going to hurt them.
Jets, I need you to go out there and get me this win this week so you don't have me looking bad. Taking you against Denver, taking you against the Bills. Don't make this third time's a charm. Taking you this weekend. Let's go.
Yep, Jets for the dub. And man, you're talking me into them as having them as a best bet tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see tomorrow. So as we're speaking about that trade, let's also talk about the other trade with Amari Cooper. So what do you think? You think Amari Cooper was at a better trade for the Bills or the one with the Jets is better?
I think obviously the Browns aren't letting everyone know what their plans really are. That's why they did this early offload. I think personally, I think it was a little bit too early. Like they are getting Chubb back this week. They could have got the whole squad out there and see what it looks like. But they've already made this move because they already have made a decision. They know they're going to be moving on from Deshaun. They know they're going to be changing things around. They already have that in their head. So they went ahead and ripped the Band-Aid off early. So I guess they understand that take. I'm not sure what they got back in this trade. Was it a third rounder? I think
second. I think it was a second rounder.
Did they get a second round pick?
I believe
it might have been a third. Well, I'll talk about a different part of this. Just look it up really quick while I talk about something else. Cooper going, over to the Bills, I think it's great for the Buffalo Bills. They're able to slide Mac Hollins out of that primary spot and put him at the number 4 spot to come in for a streak here and there, which is what they were doing anyway. They got Keon Coleman on the other side. Now Cooper could fill into the number 1 role. And then they got Shedeur, the little scat receiver over there in the flex spot. They're looking great offensively. But again, when it comes to the Bills, it's on the defensive side. And we haven't seen a move to help their defensive side of the ball. come playoff time, that's going to be their issue: is can they stop a team? Stopping the Jets is one thing without Devontae Adams, right? Stopping the Jets on a game winning drive where I guess the ball's slightly underthrown, but it low key is the perfect ball in the perfect spot, and the receiver decides to fall on his face.
Mm.
Uh, I mean, okay, but can you get those stops when it's going to matter against some teams like the Chiefs and some other teams? The Ravens, the Bengals, where the Chargers that are coming up. I know they're not offensively killing it, but they're running the ball well. So again, what's the better fit? I think Cooper is a nice weapon for the Bills because they didn't have a weapon there. But I think obviously Adams with Rodgers is the obvious answer here. What do you think?
Yeah, agreed on that because the chemistry already there. That's a big factor. Cooper has no chemistry with Josh Allen, so you have to give that a check mark. That's a big check mark right there. And honestly, the Bills' offense to me has never been, a problem. To me, it's been stagnant. It's been a good stagnant. So I like the Cooper addition, but of course the Adams is the obvious choice. And as far as the question, they did get a second round, or you said second round, right? So second
I thought it
round,
was a third. It was a second
third
round pick they
round.
got
Sorry.
from.
So it was two picks.
So I thought
It was a third. That's
they
why I
got.
thought it was second. So it was a third round for next year and a seventh round for the year after in
And
2026.
then Adams, I think, was a conditional fourth that could turn into a second depending on how he produces.
So given that two picks, hmm, I think, yeah, I still think the Jets won the trade better. That's a better trade for the Jets.
I mean,
Uh,
look, he's 31 years old. I know what people talk about receivers when they're getting older, but still Devontae Adams, man. I don't
yeah,
know what else
and
to
they're
say.
and they're in a win now scenario. They have 2 year window. That's it. So
This is a 2-year window team. I mean, it makes sense to me.
exactly, it makes all the sense in
I
the
just feel bad
world.
for Robert Sala. Like, he might as well have hung on one more week and then got his wet, you know. But we don't
Yeah,
know what's going on behind the scenes. I'm not in the Jets. I don't know any Jets players. I got no friends in the Jets organization. I'm not in the locker room. I don't know anybody over there. So it's not like I'm getting any hearings, about what's going on in the locker room.
right. Now, a locker room I do know well, and I'm not going to tell you guys why, but just know we have some behind the scenes sources with this team. The Saints, this week, Shaheed is out, and also Olave is out. Those are two big blows. Derek Carr is already out. Have a rookie quarterback behind him. So it's going to be a tough one against this Broncos defense. We're going to talk about that matchup soon, but do you think this is bad for the Saints?
Well, look, I know they're going to have to rely on the tight ends now. Juwan Johnson, and then I think it's Moreno. Forgot how to say his last name, the other tight end they got over there. Because it's a rookie quarterback, and usually rookie quarterbacks do lean on those big guys closer in the offensive line side. But also, they're going to be missing Taysom Hill for another week. He's listed as doubtful. I know he hasn't been practicing. So most likely that means he's going to miss another week for them, which would probably help out that rookie because he can come in, run some plays. He's that gadget player, give the rookie a little bit of spell here and there. But it's not looking too good. I mean, Spencer Rattler's a decent quarterback. He showed some good things in his first start. We
Yes.
want to see more. We'd love to see some improvement week to week. But again, he's a rookie. He's just thrown in there. It's supposed to be Carr's time starting anyway. So I look at them. Even though they're at home, I don't see an avenue for them to go out and win this game. I know they have a defense, but the Broncos do too. But what the Broncos have is a viable run game. And what I mean by that, it's not that the Saints don't. They got Kamara. It's just that the Broncos have all their players there. So that run game is just that more impactful. Bo Nix has been playing as the starter since the beginning. So they're going to be more of a cohesive unit, if that makes sense. I would be surprised if the Broncos lose this game. It would be a letdown by them if they do. Even with Patrick Surtain being out this week, it would be a letdown.
Yeah, I agree. And we're going to talk about this game right now because tomorrow's TNF. So we want you guys to be ready for this game. And I agree, this would be a downfall if the Broncos lose this game. And two reasons why: they just got the doors blown off of them last week against the Chargers. And the reason why is I think they were looking ahead to this game. This is the Sean Payton revenge game. He's coming back to New Orleans. He's going to have his guys fired up. They all know the media will be talking about this. So I think the Broncos come in here. Bo Nix, he's not going to have to do anything crazy. The Saints defense, man, after watching them last week against the Bucks, they could not tackle a soul out there on the field. So I think this is going to hurt them. Yeah, Surtain is out, but I still like the Broncos defense. This will be probably a low scoring running type game, a under type game. Broncos win by a field goal. What you think?
I agree with you. I mean, you had a great point. I completely forgot. It is the revenge game for Sean Payton. I don't think he went back there last year, or I don't think so. Um, they're going to go in there and get it done. I don't see New Orleans being able to pull this out. I'm gonna watch it as an innocent bystander. So if the Broncos lose this game, no one come at me like Jackie said this. Um, but yeah, it's a revenge game. I mean, he knows that stadium well. They should go in there and get this win.
Yeah.
Better coach. You take it. Better coach, better quarterback, and not that Bo Nix is he's a rookie, but better coach, better quarterback.
Better defense.
Not as great of a coach. Yeah, better defense. Not as great of a coach. Not as great of a quarterback. We don't really know yet because it's so new and fresh, but I'm just going off the stats, right? What we know.
Yep, agreed. So we're both aligned on that. Broncos tomorrow is looking like the look. Slight lean to the Broncos.
And Bo Nix is able to get away with yelling at his coach. Russell couldn't do that. So if he's able to do that, they can go in there and get this win.
Hey, that you know what? I like that about him. That just shows he's a competitor, and he's not afraid to express himself to the coach. And he did look like he was a little out of hand, that's your coach. But still, man, he's a fired up guy. I like Bo Nix for that, man. He had a point over there on the sideline. So we'll see how he does tomorrow. And let's talk about the big topic here. If you've seen the thumbnail, Shedeur or Travis Hunter, who's likely to go number one? What do you think?
Man, it's a hard question to answer because we don't know who the number one pick is going to go to, what team. I think, and this is just my honest take, is only off of the film and what I've seen last year. And halfway through the college football season this year, again, look, I'm not some superstar college athlete. I don't know the Sanders family personally, so this is just my opinion based off what I see from all the way over here. I think if you're going to pick quarterback number one, there's going to be another quarterback you might be able to go and get. That's why I think I would rather go with Travis Hunter with my number one overall pick, because that is one of the most unique players ever to come out of college football. You can't not pick this player. I mean, he's playing both sides of the ball. You can choose where you want to put him. I mean, as a coach, I feel like he'd be anybody's dream. I could choose to put him at receiver. I could choose to put him at cornerback. I think it's up to the kid on what he wants to do in his career. If he wants to play both ways, you got to give him a shot. If it's not working, then you could tailor it from there. But let him make that choice and that decision. I mean, there's a reason why he's done what he's done statistically, and he's able to play both sides of the ball even in college. Now, the NFL is different. If it was up to me, I'd have him come in and play defense for me, and then I'd bring him in on offensive plays, maybe about 20 snaps a game, something like that. Get him good rhythm so he's in the game, not just the gadget player, but make sure he's in that game. But he doesn't need to be the wide receiver one or wide receiver two, but definitely be in that game and make some catches, get some yards. And I mean, if he's what everybody projects to be, he could be a first ballot Hall of Famer type of a player. So why would you not go get him? I know Shedeur's great. He could throw the ball. He's got a rocket of an arm. He could roll out. He could avoid pressure in the pocket. Let's not look at that one play last week. That's more of the lineman side against K-State with what was going on there. But I don't know. I still need to see more from him to be a number one overall pick, I think, in this draft. Last draft was Caleb Williams, number one overall. I don't see Shedeur Sanders as a Caleb Williams talent. So I think it's obvious. What do you say?
So I get your process and your thinking on, Travis Hunter. He can possibly play both sides of the ball in the NFL. like you said, if they limit his snaps on, either side, they're going to have to limit him, though, because it's a different beast in the NFL. So when it comes to who's more likely to go number one, the history of the NFL, quarterbacks always go number one, usually. So I would say Shedeur, but given the fact that Hunter can play both sides, he's a one-of-kind player, I wouldn't mind seeing him go number one. Now, another part to this question I'm going to add, I don't think none of them go number one. And I'm just going to say that because, like you said, there are some better quarterbacks out there I can name right now, better than Shedeur. So, but given the question,
name them.
Cam Ward, 6'4". He could do everything Shedeur can do, right? He can run out the pocket. He got the deep ball. He's accurate, very accurate. I mean, Cam Ward.
I mean, I'm not telling you no. if Dion sends you some email or something.
Hey, Dion, we love you out there, Coach Prime. Say cut the bull junk. We love you, Coach Prime. But if I had to choose, it wouldn't be Shedeur or Hunter to go number one.
I didn't say it.
It wouldn't. I'm sorry, but it's not taking anything away from their games on the field. They're both great players. I would lean Shedeur more likely to go number one, just given the history of the NFL draft. That's all I would say.
If your job was on the line and you're the GM of random NFL franchise here, right?
The Browns.
And your job was on the line, and let's say you're the Browns, right?
And they got the
your job was on the line, and they have the number one overall pick. Who are you picking? Anybody in college football? Who are you picking? Your job's on the line. The owner's going to fire you if this pick does not pan out.
I'm picking Cam Ward. The main reason why is because they have a guy similar right now, Deshaun. So maybe Cam Ward can step right in, and Deshaun hasn't showed anything this season. I think Cam Ward could do a little bit better than Deshaun right now. So I probably would take Cam Ward at number one.
Miami, huh?
Yep.
Probably. All right, we're going to see if this pans out.
Yeah, this is going to be fun to see whoever gets the number one pick. We'll definitely come back to this topic. So we're going to expand more on this, but I had to throw this out here.
Just to add something to that, because obviously running backs have, taken such a back seat. Do you think or do you believe that Ashton Gentry he should be coming out this year, right?
Yeah, he's coming out. He's a junior.
Do you think does he go first round?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, honestly,
because the running backs last year were all third rounders.
I know, which is crazy to say because it's usually
and they were good. They were good running backs. They weren't bad.
Yeah.
These are good quality running backs.
The numbers he's putting up, like honestly, you got to take him top 10.
They are some legendary numbers. Yeah, it is Boise State, but you can't not.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I don't care if you playing at FCS level. Like nobody's putting up those numbers, so. He got to go top 10, honestly, bro. You think he'll go top 10?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, he has to go.
I think you're a fool if he doesn't go top 10.
Yeah, definitely. And hopefully the Cowboys get a top 10 pick because they would love him. They need a running back,
He'd be perfect on the Cowboys, huh?
Perfect.
He'd be perfect. That's how you know he's not going there. That's how you know.
He gonna end up in a small market team somewhere, man. Hopefully not, though, so they can pump him up because he's a good running back. All right, so now we're gonna go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with King of the Hill. Stay tuned. All right, we're back again. And this is the segment you all been waiting for. Let's go, Jack, King of the Hill.
All right, guys. This is the NFL King of the Hill. This is basically my NFL power rankings for everybody. The top 10 teams in the NFL coming in from this past weekend. There's been some shift in this ranking from the previous week. So we're going to go ahead and start from the rear over here at number 10 coming in. Dropping back from 9, we have the Eagles. got the win. So congratulations. We're going to clap it up there coming out of the bye. You did what you were supposed to do, which was go there and get the W. Now, it was against the Browns, and it was only about a 4-point victory, I believe. Really small margin. You could have definitely got more points up there on the board, but it was good to see Hurts make some decent throws in the pocket. Both the receivers, Smith and A.J. Brown, back. Be able to get it to them. I know some other people are down on the Eagles and they have them lower in their rankings, but again, this team is only 2 years removed from the Super Bowl. I know they had a meltdown in the playoffs last year, but guys, this is a playoff team. They're going to get there, and they will win the division this year. You just got to make sure the Commanders do not take it from you. Now, moving on, going up to number 9. Coming in, we got the Bears. To all my Bears fans, people in Chicago, get excited about this team. You guys finally have a quarterback. Some people questioned it the first 2 weeks. I never did. We all knew Caleb Williams was a talent, and he can get it done. He went over there, across the pond over there in London to Wembley, home game for the Jags. But you know what? The Bears went there and smacked them. I think he threw for 4 touchdowns. He killed it out there. And, this team defensively is a juggernaut. They definitely could win with defense and a run game. And it's a plus that Caleb Williams has an arm. He can go out there and throw it and make the right decisions, take chances when it's necessary, and get it done. But again, there's a reason why the Bears are going to keep winning games. They're on bye this week, so they can't really move up. But after that, they go against the Commanders. So I look to see a great game there, and I look to see them move up beyond that because I want to see them get that win. Coming in at number 8, the Commanders, right? Again, rookie quarterback. This guy's leading the league, I think, for MVP right now. If not, he's number 3 or number 4. And I think he'll drop off more from there. It was just that early season hype of a rookie going out and doing amazing things, throwing 80% completion percentage. And I think that's dropped down into the 70s now. And, as things average out and he's a rookie, there's going to be some struggle. There's going to be some uphill battle. But no one before the season started thought the Commanders would be in playoff contention, let alone condition to win their division. They just ran to a better team in the Ravens last week. This week, I forgot who they have on their schedule, but I know the week after, they're going against the Ravens. So get excited about that. Coming in next, number 7, the Bills. They were not on my power rankings last week, and I don't know why. That was a mistake. They've definitely proven me wrong. Josh Allen has proven me wrong this year so far. Not turning the ball over, trusting the run game, trusting his receivers, and then using his legs when he needs to get that extra couple yards, when he needs to go get that first down or score. The Bills, again, good team. In my opinion, not as good as the Chiefs. They don't really have that defense that can go out and really make a stop without a flag coming in to save the day. But, as of right now, the Bills, hey, they're winning games. They're looking good. Josh Allen is not turning the ball over. So, to me, they're ranked at number 7 in the league right now. Coming in next at number 6, we're going to have the Falcons. So, the Falcons, man, everyone is still confused why they picked a quarterback in the first round this year in the draft. But, again, a great team. Decent offensive weapons. Drake London over there as well. Mooney on the other side. Kirk Cousins is a beast. And they got a good running back. I mean, when you have a good running back, it just makes everything else work and fall into place the right way. And Kirk Cousins is going out there and doing what you guys in Atlanta asked him to do, which is throw the ball around and get it to the guys where it needs to be. Again, they have a good matchup coming up this week, so we're going to see if they're able to hold on to this ranking and continue to move up because they only did just play the Panthers last week. Coming in at number 5, Detroit, the Lions. I'm sorry, guys. I was overlooking you guys as well. Our buddy YVK over here was not overlooking the Lions, but I was. All they do is win. Great coach, Super Bowl attendee quarterback, hasn't won one yet. Great receiver, Mase Brown. 2 great running backs, Montgomery and Gibbs, and they got a great defense. Now, problem this week, they did lose their pass rusher to a tibia injury, or a fibia injury. I'm probably saying that wrong. Broke his leg. Crazy freak injury. I hope he's back for the playoffs because they really miss him. Really what this team should do before the deadline is look to get another pass rusher. I know Crosby's available. I know the Jets have, I think it's Reddick available. and I'm sure there's other players going to be coming available close to this trade deadline. So if the Lions could acquire another pass rusher, they'll just keep ascending. But I love the run game and the coaching on this team. Just a well-coached team. So they're going to come in at number 5 this week. Next, number 4, the Texans. Again, Stroud. All he does is win. Can this guy lose a game? Well, he's from LA, so I think he's from LA or Southern California, so I'm going to support Stroud. He's a killer. He gets it done, and he's the leader. We haven't heard anything negative about Deshaun Diggs or any of the other receivers or any of the weapons on this team. I know they just traded Cam Akers to the Vikings, so they're going to lose that. But they got Mixon back now, so he's the number 1 running back anyway. They got a big matchup this week, so they got to go get a win. I don't know who wins the game, but right now they're coming in number 4, and which they deserve to be because Stroud is just killer. And every time he has the ball with 3 minutes to go, 2 minutes to go, minute and a half to go, 4 minutes to go, you're scared because he's going to go all the way down the field and not turn the ball over. Coming in at number 3, the Baltimore Ravens. I know they got 2 losses on the record, but to me, in my personal opinion, this is still the number 3 team in the NFL. Who's stopping them now that they figured it all out? They stopped trying to do anything crazy. They realized, hey, let's run the ball, hand it off to Derrick Henry, play off that, let Lamar Jackson do his thing. And what that does to a defense is it really puts them on their heels, on the back of their feet. They got to make a decision quick. Do I go for Derrick or do I go for Lamar? And when you're trying to think and make these choices, the ball's going somewhere else. So the Ravens have just so many weapons across the board when it comes to that. And it's heightened by those 2 players. Defensively, they've taken a step back this year. And hopefully by middle of the season, maybe they get some of their players back or they're just able to work better as a cohesive unit on the defensive side because they got a great coaching. And it is the Baltimore Ravens. What you expect out of them is great defense. So this team, again, I'm looking at them to go really, really far in the playoffs anyway. And as of right now, they're a freight train, man. Everybody needs to get out of their way. They're going to go right through you. And we'll see if the team can stop them this week or the next. Coming in at number 2, Vikings. They're undefeated, so they deserve to be number 2. Those are my rules. If a team is smacking it like that, you can't lower them out of bias. So Justin Jefferson, best receiver in the league. He's proven me wrong on countless occasions. He just knows how to get it done. And, he's making the quarterback over there look great too. And this team, the defense, they get a pass rush. I think they lead the league in sacks. I might be mistaken. They're definitely in the top 5. And they're definitely getting the ball turned over. They know how to force a turnover defensively. So they're number 2. And again, number 1 is the same team. It's the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes. They have the best quarterback. They have the best coach. Right now, they have one of the best defenses, if not top 1, 2, 3 maybe, defense in terms of points allowed or something like that. Receiving core needs some work, but they have a lot of injuries. So, of course, that's going to come with it. When you have the best quarterback and you have the best coach, none of those things seem to really matter. When they get Pacheco back, their run game is going to come back as well. And, there's a reason why the Chiefs are number 1. They just keep winning games. They don't lose. I have my predictions this year, but, hey, anything can happen, right? That's the thing about football. It's any given Sunday. But, again, this list is always subject to change week to week. It's king of the hill. So in order to stay at the top of the hill and remain king, you got to keep winning games. So let's see what shakes out this weekend, and I'll let you guys know what I think next week.
Yes, sir. Another good segment right there. NFL King of the Hill. And I love this list this week. Pretty much no complaints. Like you said, the top 3, 4, they speak for themselves. The bottom, maybe, maybe a few other teams maybe could crack the top 10 or 9. But other than that, this is your King of the Hill. And I like it a lot this week. So we'll see what the Chiefs do against the Niners if they can stay undefeated. Vikings also have a tough game. Detroit's coming into town. So maybe one of those 1 or 2 might get knocked off the hill next week. We'll check it out then. What you got, man? Anything else to leave the people before we get out of here or what?
Got some sick fights for people, but we're not going to talk about that till tomorrow. No, I got really nothing for anybody. I know no one really cares about WNBA, but what's the score right now? Do you know?
Let me double check. I think the links were down right now. No, the links are up 19-7. Oh, they're smacking. So
They're
it's a good
smacking.
game right
Wow.
now. Yep. Links are on top. So we'll see. Maybe it'll go game 5. Who knows? But in the meantime, in between time, let's get this cash. See y'all tomorrow. This is not financial advice. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, I don't judge. Eat how you gonna eat, keep it legit. And please don't bother me, rather in advance. Or you hit the lottery, buy new commodities.